Woo! Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. So for today, I'll be telling you guys what I keep in these tanks behind me and over there and that side. Last video I told you guys, or I showed you guys what my room looked like. And it's time to show you guys what I keep in those tanks. And I'll just tell you what I keep. I keep live bearers, mostly. And that means the fish give birth to live fish instead of laying eggs and fertilizing and all that stuff. They keep it in their tummy and give birth to like hundreds of babies. No, they give birth to like 30, 40 average. Yeah, and within that I keep guppies mostly. Yeah, I have guppies. They're the most common. You probably heard of them. If you're not into fish, you probably heard of them still. They breed a lot, like I said. They give birth to like 30, 40 fish, and if they don't actually eat the fry themselves, they're gonna grow up and you'll have a bunch in no time. So that's why I fell in love with guppies, because they have a lot of colors, a lot of patterns, just about every color and pattern you can find out there. And I'll be showing you guys a lot of that, but definitely not all of them, because I don't think anyone could keep all the strains out there for the guppies. Let's see what else. Alrighty. Beep, beep, beep. Alright, so I'll start from this side of the tank, and just tell you guys like the strain names and how they look like. And at the end of the video, I'll be putting like a short clip of them. So stay tuned for that. This tank, I have red Mosaic Dragons. They are amazing. Look at that male. And these are one of the first strains I got, and probably my favorite strain. Don't tell my other guppies. And so I have another tank of them here. In this tank, I have red mosaics that are closely related to red Mosaic Dragons. The males tend to have a lot more color and pattern compared to the females in guppies, just because the females use a lot of their energy to give birth, to keep the baby inside and to give birth and stuff like that. The guys just need to look pretty like him. And I have half black pastels here, and they're called half black pastels because they have half black bodies. You can see the females are super big with babies. And then in here I have Platies. They're called orange green tuxedo Platies, just because they have some like green tint to their bodies, if the lighting is really good on it, but you can't really tell. And then I have green Moscows in there, but I don't really have like a good colony of them, so it's mostly these guys up front. And then in this tank I have algae. They're not bad, they just look bad, and what looks bad doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad for your fish. And so algae is caused by a lot of things, and it's probably combined and it's mixed together, and it's complicated to talk about. So I have algae, but I know what I'm doing, I think. Here I have black Moscows, and they are super gorgeous, first of all, and they have full black covering their bodies, and it's absolutely stunning. In this tank, they're called midnight blue Moscows, and they have that blue shade, if you can see them in the light, but they do have blue tint blue tint to them. Here I have full yellows. Yeah, they're just yellow. And then in this tank I have all sorts of guppies, and it's just mixed, and I just put them in there if I don't find them suitable for breeding. And they do well because they have so much gene to work with. And so you'll see like this guy, he's like mixed with Japan blue and all sorts of strains, and so they do a lot better. They do really well in here, and you can see a lot of fry in here as well. And fry are fish babies. They're not French fries, for those of you who don't know what fry are. I have albino tequilas, albino sunsets. I don't have tanks for them, so they're in my quarantine. I wish to get more tanks. I shouldn't. I can't. In here I have multicolored grass. And then in here I have Endlers, and they're closely related to Guppies. People argue that it's the same species. I don't want to go into that. But they can interbreed with Guppies and all sorts. I don't really have like a male to show you, but they're really cool. Here are the black metal jackets. I don't have a picture for them. There he is. He's called half-tuck speartail. Look at his Dumbo ears. It looks really cool. I have tuxedo kois. These are one of my favorites as well. Just because that freaking red nose they have. They look like reindeers. They don't. I have magenta cherries. They have that magenta shade, that tint to it. I have blue platies. I mixed a lot of blues just in here because why not? Up next is this cloudy tank. Something's going on in this tank, but they're fine. These are platinum firetail Dumbos. You see that black Dumbo ears that are super big. So here's like a nice pair of them. I see a lot of fry in there as well. And this one is a really cool strain because you guys probably never heard of it. They're called Dirty Dancers, and my glass is really bad. But yeah, they're called Dirty Dancers. This guy in New York created it, and I'm one of like the 5 people to have it on this earth. So I'm just seeing how they do. I'm just keeping them because I'm the only one kind of out there with it. In here I have American greens. You need good lighting to show that green. Here I keep the full red albinos, and you'll see RREA full reds, and that stands for real red-eyed albino, and it's full reds because they're full of red. I have blue grass. They have really big flowy tails that I like. It's kind of hard to get them because they're up close, not under the light. So in this tank I have purple Moscows. They're supposed to be purple and they should have really flowy tails and stuff like that, but I don't really have success with this strain. maybe I'll get like a new batch or new genes into it, but we'll see what I do. In this tank I have good aids. They're not guppies, they're called good aids, and within that category these guys are called Zoogoneticus tequilas. This one in the center is a female. This guy is a male with that orange tail on the back. They're absolutely adorable. They were once believed to be extinct in wild, and they originate from Mexico, I believe. But a lot of people actually keep them nowadays. So here I have red lace, kind of looks orangey. And then lastly in this room I have the rainbow tiger Endlers. I don't really have space for them, so they're in this small tank. Sorry, I can't get more tanks. So here's a display tank out in my living room. It's a 10-gallon, and it was once my brother's tank. Now it's mine. And I put a lot of fish in there, a lot of Dalmatian platies. They got like really fun spots along their bodies, hence the name Dalmatian. And then I have dwarf panda guppies in there. Hopefully I get more, but their babies are super tiny, and I think they're getting eaten even in this, even with this mess. So maybe I'll do something about it. And then here's a 30-gallon of one of the first strains that I got, and they're called Nebula Steels. And they're created in the US by Bartmann, and they have like that really nice steel base to their bodies and really fun colors and patterns on their tails. Yeah, they look super nice. I kind of want to redo this tank. It's kind of old. I got algae everywhere. This tank is cracked on the corners, so the filter might be too strong on them, but I'm training them to be good swimmers. Yay. And then lastly, ta-da! I would say this is like my favorite tank because of how big it is and how much effort I put into it. And the strain I have in there is awesome. Look at that. The male has that white Dumbo ear. The females are snowy white. They're called Santa Claus Guppies. They're perfect for the season right now. And in the background is my kitchen. No, in the background are the white cloud mountain minnows. They're pretty fun to deal with. They're not light bearers, but I believe they scatter their eggs and all that stuff. But they're fun to deal with. They're peaceful, kinda. And then you see the guppy fries, Santa Claus fries up here. Ooh, nice view. So yeah, I love this tank. But that completes what I keep in my tanks. Alright guys, so that was a lot of fish for you guys to look at, a lot of guppy strains for you to take in, but you guys get the idea of how big of a selection you have with guppies. And I keep the very best, and I tried to give them the best environment they need. I try to my very best, and hopefully they're happy in their tanks. But yeah, I love guppies, and I really hope that you finally found this video interesting and liked it. And if you did, please subscribe, like, comment. I have a small clip prepared after this, so don't leave yet. But I just want to thank you guys for watching this video again, and see you guys next time. Bye!